Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Gruggs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back to another premiere look at the Lengren F399. This is a wicked Tanto, almost like a needlepoint, man, in a Tanto configuration. It is pretty badass. So we're gonna go over the specs. I've got my tape measure because there's not a lot of specs online for this knife. I even looked on AliExpress. I really couldn't find anything. So I've got my tape measure. We're gonna check it out together, and I'll do my close-ups. And I got a piece of wood here. I want to show you how sharp it came. The knife came really wicked sharp. So let's first go over what's all in your pockets. Well, today I'm carrying my PFAL. Pretty cool folder. Nice, light, extremely sharp, easy to sharpen. And I love carrying this knife. Just fits me like a glove. Let me know what you all have, man. All right, cool. Once again, this is the Lengren F399 Tanto blade. I've been carrying this in an upright configuration for the past day. I'm going to try carrying it in a scout configuration when the time comes to test it. I will let everybody know what my favorite configuration of carrying it is. Let's go over the quick specs here. All right, so we are looking at an approximate overall length of, let's see, 9 inches. I'll say 9 inches, okay? And the blade length to the guard right here, about 5 inches. And I'm going to assume the cutting edge from tip to here is about 4 inches, okay? The steel is DC53 steel at an HRC. Well, I got to look up what the HRC is. 1 second, troops. HRC is 62 to 63. G10 scales that are removable. It comes with a Kydex sheath, tech lock, full tang, lanyard hole, and I guess that's about it, man. Now let's do a nice close-up of this knife, man. So just so that you all get an understanding of how big this knife is, you could see it's actually pretty small. I thought it was way bigger than this, but it's not. It's a nice small carry blade, okay? Pretty good for self-defense. And at first I was a little surprised how small it was. It does fit my hand really nice. So guys and gals can take a look at how big this handle is. Actually, I don't think I measured how big the handle was. Let's check. So the handle was about 4.25 maybe, 4.25 inch, maybe more, just or less. So it's a decent size handle. However, I doubt it'll fit a lot of the big hands. Once again, let me show you that this does fit my hand pretty well, okay? Now there is a finger choil or a sharpening choil that can act as a finger choil. All right, maybe it'll give you a little bit more room, but you definitely want to wear a pair of gloves just in case. However, this is, the size of the handle with my hand. I like this knife, man. It's got a mid-saber flat grind. It's got a really wicked, Tanto point right there. There's a nice little swedge here. You can see it in the light. Pretty even grinds, and you could see how they reinforced the tip for some penetration. The grind line looks pretty even all the way around for the most part, as I can see. Anything I've gotten from Lengren has been pretty good. What I do like about this, right, if you're going to use it outdoors, the spine is definitely sharp. And as you can see, it's taken a little bit off of my nail material. It has some nice jimping. Jimping is smooth. However, I can get a good purchase on with my thumb if you need to do a little bit of close-up work, and it's not slipping too bad. But then again, it's all rounded off, so it doesn't dig into your thumb. If you start getting over here in this area, this is very, very sharp. I can feel it. So I'm very curious to see how scraping and sparking a ferro rod would work with this. There's the texturing of the handle, so they've got some grooves and cuts here, which feels okay. Here are the finger grooves in the handle. So you definitely got a couple of ways to hold the knife, for the outdoors. Let's see if I hold it in different configurations, how it feels. Okay, so if I'm holding it this way, what is that, the reverse grip? You can feel a little bit of the guard digging in right here. But, if you're going to be cutting up game or animal or whatever, you can put your thumb there and you should be all right. Or if you do the reverse grip, okay, again, no hot spots here, but let's see if it's done this way. Actually, it's not too bad, but then again, I'm not cutting anything yet, so it's possible this could be, a possible hot spot. I won't know until, I get to testing this. Protruding tang, which is always nice. Full tang goodness, and you can see it's pretty thick. I don't know how many millimeters that is. It's probably 4 millimeters. That's what I'm thinking. Looks really nice though, man. Let me just turn this around for everybody. Oh, I got it in a nice sunlight because we're burning daylight out here. Scales are removable. Now, I did notice that the lanyard hole's a little bit on the sharp side, so I'm kind of curious, once I put a lanyard on here and I do a little chopping or whatever, if the lanyard's gonna get cut. I'm sure it's easy enough to fix. You get maybe a little Dremel and just make it rounded off on the insides of these this lanyard hole. The protruding tang is sharp, though, I gotta say. That is sharp. There, it's taking off my nail material. So let's take a good, now that I got the sunlight, let's take a nice, good, close look for everybody. All right, you can see the grooves of the handle. Okay. You see the texturing of the handle of the G10 scales, pretty nice. There's the protruding tang. It's very substantial that it sticks out. All right, and now let's take a look at the guard. Little logos there for DC53 steel. All right, the tang is a bit rounded off. Not the tang, I'm sorry. The guard is a little bit rounded off. However, like I said, I still felt a little hot spot. All right, there's the sharpening choil. And yeah, that sharpening choil is sharp too, man. So I don't think I'm going to have a problem if I was to use this outdoors, in the case of an emergency situation. But more of a knife for like the military, first responders, law enforcement, maybe some tactical units, more down and dirty type units that need to use a knife like this. DC53 tool steel is tough stuff. It maintains its edge pretty well. Okay, and you could see the Tanto blade right there. You could take a look at the grind lines. I'll go nice and slow, and you can make a decision for yourself about the fit and finish. But as far as I can tell, this fit and finish is fantastic. I mean, that looks like a needle point, man. That is sick. That is crazy sick. There's the jimping. So the jimping is rounded off, not sharp. Again, comfortable, and it wasn't slipping off my finger. There's the thickness of the spine. All right, let me just turn this around. You can get a close look on the other side in the sunlight. There you go. There it is. The grind lines look really good, man. The grind lines look really good. Just sick. Again, mid-saber, flat grind. Everything is flat grind. Even the swedge is flat grind. But, as always, I do appreciate hollow grind. I still like the saber grind or the flat grinds the best, in my opinion. Yeah, man, just looking real good. Okay, I just want to make sure that I am showing Tanto fans out there a good view of this blade. Okay, now let me put this down. Let's take a look at the sheath. sure that you guys get a good view of this. All right, taco style sheath, Kydex, thick. It has this tech lock that you can have in an upright or scout carry. As of right now, I've been carrying it in an upright configuration, and I got to tell you, man, you know, I thought this was going to be an annoyance, but it's not. It actually works very well. My belt fits properly in here, nice and tight, so there's no wiggle when it's in the upright carry. It feels really great, man. And you know what I like about it is that once you snap it in, you can move this over and it locks and it won't open up on you on your belt. So let's pop the knife in. Okay, nice and quiet. The retention is pretty good. You know, I mean, it's adequate, man, and it gives you some eyelet holes. If I don't know if anybody would take this into the woods. I would. I mean, I'm not a first responder. I'm not in the military. You know, I'm not law enforcement. But you know, something like this, I would definitely take in the woods. And if I decide to test this out, now remember, this is a private purchase, so I might be putting this on Patreon instead. But this is a private purchase, so you know, I'm not sure when I'm going to test it out, but for me, I would definitely take this out into the woods. I would have no problem with this. Testing is key, you know, testing is important. So, you know, I am looking forward to know myself, you know, what the testing is going to be like. Okay, now let's just take a quick look at the box for the collectors. Simple box. There's nothing special to it. Okay, if you open it up, it's just empty box. The knife does come wrapped in plastic, and in the plastic is oil or some kind of oil, and it's neatly wrapped. You know, the Lengren reps take very good care of making sure that the knives are properly packaged. Goes in the box, nice and simple. You know, and there's just a little Lengren logo and a number right over here. Other than that, there's nothing else. You know, once again, for the collector, because I know some of the collectors, you know, they appreciate boxes, or you know, those who do buy a knife, they want a box. There you go. There's the box. So a nice small package. You know, maybe instead of the tech lock, you guys get a little clip and you do a inside the waistband type of carry for those who, you know, for those that it's legal to carry concealed. Just you got to check your local state laws. I mean, this is a self-defense knife too, man. You know, you know, you pull this out, you've got something pretty wicked. Take care of yourself. Hopefully, you'll never get into a knife fight because it's a down and dirty, up close personal business. Now, let's take a look at how sharp this is. I got this piece of wood right here. I just want to show you. I'm going to make a little bit of a mess, I know. I just want to show you how sharp this is. Okay, out of the box. I just want to make these small, little fine curls. All right, as you can see, they're just, look at that. I'm just trying to do it nice and light. Get these fine curls. Look at that. Okay, cool. So, an idea how wicked sharp this came from Lengren. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Oh, I'm getting a little shade over here. I don't want that. I want to make sure that this is in the sun so you guys get a good look at this blade. Okay, awesome. Oops. All right, troops, you know, I'm going to be hopefully in the comment section to answer any questions. Let me know and I will try and get you any answer. I'm going to see if I can contact the Lengren representative and get a full description of this knife, get exact measurements and see if he has that. If not, I'll just do it myself, and you know, I will post it in the comment section. All right, troops, legionnaires, new recruits, really appreciate you guys taking the time to check it out. I just want to bring awareness to everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military that once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So in the comment section, the description section, I'm going to leave phone numbers that you can call and websites that you can go check out. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserve. If there's no other questions, thank you very much for checking out this Legion premiere. I hope you enjoyed this. Let's do just one more. Let's just do one more look at this bad boy, man. It is a bad boy. There you go. At the ready, troops. Hold the line. You guys take care.